ChatGPT just launched ads in multiple different countries, including United Kingdom. And for us people in Europe, this is a massive news because this opened up the door to a very big opportunity, especially if you missed out on the early ages of Facebook ads, Google ads, etc. So in this video, we're going to discuss what is the size of the opportunity that we have, what services can you offer as an AI marketing agency, and why it is so important to act right now before this market floods with new agencies adopting this technology. Now, let's start with the news. On August 11, ChatGPT has just announced that it launched its ads in multiple countries, including Europe. And here we have United Kingdom, Mexico, Brazil, Japan. And they're continuing to expand on multiple other countries. They started this feature in March in the US, and now they start to expand in it also globally. And you can expect other European countries to follow along very soon. So let's see how it actually works. Someone would be chatting to ChatGPT, asking it some questions, and then at some point, very naturally, ChatGPT would publish some of the ads that follows very naturally to the conversation that the person is having. And why is this important? Because this person have been maybe chatting, comparing different features for quite some time, let's say maybe 5 minutes. And then every link that ChatGPT has provided here is going to be a very high intent lead for businesses. And because of this back and forward conversation, the platform has built so much trust in its answer that most people would end up clicking on these ads. And we've seen this already with the GEO, where most of the traffic nowadays is not coming from SEO, but it's coming from recommendations that these search engines or like these chatbots have given the users. Now, why is this such a massive opportunity? Because as of today, there is literally 0 agencies offering these ads with ChatGPT, especially here in Europe, because it was just released literally 2 days ago. So if you end up running these services, you will be basically the only supplier in the market. And that's why now it's so important to move really quick, learn the technology, and offer these services. Now, if you launch ads on ChatGPT, you will be targeting people who are in a free and go tier that are logged in and they are adults. And as we said, it's now available in the UK and other countries. Who you cannot target are people who are on the Plus, Pro, business and enterprise licenses. And here's the really crazy part is that you can target people based on their active conversation. Not only that, but also past chat context if they said yes to, previous ad interactions, and basic location signal. And these are very crazy signals. And for me, this amount of intelligence that you're gathering about a person or a customer is actually crazy. And it makes me really terrified to chat with ChatGPT on the free version. What OpenAI has promised is that they will never send memory files, ad transcripts, personal data to the actual advertisers, but only an aggregate of the data. Well, at least that's what they say. And some of the ads that are out of scope are anything related to health and mental health, politics, and targeting people under 18, which I think all is fair enough. Now, you probably are thinking, which companies does this fit to the best? Basically, if you're selling services, so it's a B2B software, financial services, travel and hospitality, education and training, these kind of ads work really well. So if you want to launch an agency, etc., you can specialize in these niches. It's not a very good fit if you have a very small budget. Of course, for businesses without conversion tracking or brands with weak landing pages. Now, an average cost that you should maybe keep also in mind is a 3 to 5 cost per click. So as a rule of thumb, maybe a $5,000 would buy you 1,000 to 1,600 clicks. So if you're planning to test ChatGPT ads and then just maybe as an entry level testing budget, maybe plan 5 to 10,000 per month. And of course, this is for businesses that are used to paid traffic acquisition, not just organic or referrals or word of mouth. And I can confirm this from my own agency is that many people who came through ChatGPT and they found my agency website, they were more likely to be converted in a sales call, etc. So they were automatically nurtured through the AI. And by the way, if you want to stay ahead of the curve and see all the latest AI applications and business opportunities, make sure to join my free community. I share all the latest updates about AI and where the opportunity is right now before anybody else jumps on it. So if you want to use this opportunity right now, you can go to the advertiser's website on ChatGPT, start by creating your campaign, add your ad details, you can launch and learn and iterate, maybe spend some money to understand how this platform works, and then start offering these services for other customers. That's the only way to do this. You can already maybe get some pilot customers, maybe people who you already are serving in your own business, and then you can tell them to try this out and you can test it together. So let me know, what do you think about OpenAI and ads in ChatGPT in general? I would love to hear your opinion. And if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.